Hello, everyone. Welcome to another installment of Wine Tasting with Giants. Um, I have Nicole here today, and we're going to get into what she is here for. But before we do that, of course, we got to go into the wine. So what we have today is On Farm Barbera. I'll be really honest with you. I'm not a huge Barbera fan at all. I tend to think they're one noted out of Piedmont, northern Italy. Normally, this is a California one, so I really thought I was going to hate it. But I want to try it out, and figure out if I like it or not. You always got to give things a chance. You don't just go off your preconceived notions about wine. You always got to taste it to find out more. So let's go ahead and get into it. Would you like to smell the wine with me?
Yeah.
All right. So, any guess I ask, what do you get out of the wine? You can say whatever you want. I don't care if you're just smelling grapes. I don't care if you're smelling whatever you smell. You get anything out of wine?
Something acidic,
Okay. So something's jumping out of you that has
like a astringent, like a bold, it's really crisp.
got you. So something it kind of makes you think it's going to be a little bit more refreshing.
Yes.
Okay. What about fruit? You get any fruit at all?
Like a light strawberry.
Okay. I could see that. I do get like a little underripe, underripe strawberry. I also get a little bit of spice here. I understand what you're talking about as far as the acid. There's a tightness to this on the nose that makes you think that it's going to be very refreshing. Not like a cab where you get a lot of oak and it ends up being really kind of big and bold and more round. This one seems like it's going to be a little bit more linear. Let's go ahead and taste it. Forget the smell and let's drink it. Okay, I was wrong. I actually really like this wine. Surprising. Barbera from California. I guess they're making a little bit of moves out here. How do you like it?
Very good.
Very good?
Refreshing, light.
Uh-huh.
I don't feel like it's too heavy on my palate.
Okay. Do you get any... so with this wine, I'm kind of getting like this complexity going on. I don't normally get that from Barbera, the grape. They tend to be very linear, very just fruit forward or high acid. And sometimes you can't even get to the fruit because the acid's so big. This one is different. It's you still get that acid. Still get that fruit, but you're getting a little bit of earthy notes too in the mid palate to the finish. Very long finish, very well balanced wine, and I definitely want some pork chops with this. Just to be honest with you, I just think that like kind of spice marinated pork chops would just go amazing with this. So,
how about lamb?
Lamb would be amazing too. Something gamey would work.
Gamey.
Yeah, because of the acid on here. I think it's just gonna
like,
cut right through.
It would like balance it.
Exactly.
I like that.
So. As you can tell, she kind of has a refined palate. She's going to act like she doesn't, but in the industry that she's in, she kind of has to hone her skills and being able to put out the perfect product for clients. And before I talk too much, I actually want to let her explain to you guys what she does. So what do you do? Like what is your profession at the moment?
So I am currently the sales and events manager here at Eno San Francisco, and we are right here at 320 Geary.
Yes.
And right off of Powell in the heart of Union Square. And it's a exciting, youthful, but yet unpretentious vibe that you get as soon as you walk in. And it's a wonderful place to just come and have a glass of wine or host a large event. And that's why I've just been drawn and love this place so much.
What got you into event planning?
I was actually an executive administrative assistant, and working in corporate America, bosses telling you, hey, I want this meeting, I want this party, and I just always seem to be that go-to girl, Girl Friday, and I started to like it.
Yeah.
And to the point where they started asking me outside of the office, hey,
can you do this for me?
50th birthday, daughter's getting married, anniversary, even trips. And I just like, you know what, why don't I branch out and start my own business?
Okay.
So I rebranded myself and went back to school.
Okay.
Went to Cal State East Bay.
Okay. Used to be Cal State Hayward. But
yeah, right. Everybody still calls me Cal State Hayward. Got my credentials.
Date myself a little bit.
Right. And started to book events and weddings and do floral design, and
it's got to be a lot.
Every bit of it.
It's got to be a lot different though from doing wedding stuff to doing what you're doing right now, because I know how crazy weddings can get. What made you make the shift, or did you just decide you just went where business took you?
So the thing with the wedding industry, it's very intense.
Mhm.
And the problem is that because it's so intense, I felt like other than the selling the big show,
Yeah.
there wasn't anything that's really drawing the people there. What other than the wedding and
Mhm.
something about working in a special event in a venue and having a focus like the wine, the cheese, the charcuterie, the chocolate at a venue that's so unique
Mhm.
just spoke to me. You know, I could have went to the big hotel and worked in a big banquet room and still did corporate,
Uh-huh.
but there was something about Eno that jumped off the pages to me. And I think anything in the wine industry. Also, me and my husband have been constantly going to Napa and
Yeah.
Sonoma and
That's how they get you.
Hillsburg,
That's how they get you is with the wine.
and we wouldn't consider ourselves, you know, advanced in any
Mhm.
type of wine. I felt
Just
when I
enjoy
came here, like, how am I gonna do
Mhm.
with all of these psalms?
Yeah.
But I've noticed over the last 7 months, my palate has been refined. I'm able to smell different things in the wine, like
Uh-huh.
this, like that's something almost smoky. There's
Yeah.
some, picking up those different flavors, and it actually helps me when I'm in the wine country,
Uh-huh.
where I'm in a restaurant. I
Uh-huh.
can look at a wine menu and know exactly what
to
I
pick
want
and
and
yeah.
where to go.
That's crazy. See, that's what it goes back to what I was saying about her refined palate. See, you start to hone your skills after a while, especially in this industry, because you have to be able to talk the language.
Yes.
You have to start honing in your skills. So, what outside of event planning, do you have any other passions?
Floral design is a big passion.
Okay.
And cooking.
Cooking.
I
I mean,
love
shoot.
to cook.
This is wine and food. Like I'm telling you, they go hand in hand. I was never a person who was into the food stuff, like cooking. I love food. I love eating. I mean, look at me. You can tell. I like to eat. But other than the food stuff, I was into the wine. But the longer I got into wine and understanding the flavors and the smells, there was so much food I was eating. I was like, I wonder if I could try this one at home. And I started like teaching myself how to cook, like basically starting with pasta, moving on to other stuff, and I love it now.
And it's interesting because as a child, my mom always drank wine.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Always drank
I like
wine.
your mom already.
I know you do. And, just having that experience of someone who always, when we went out to dinner,
Mhm.
my father would pick the bottle of wine or she would pick the bottle
Mhm.
of wine. I didn't know, but I knew I was interested in it.
Okay.
I loved the fact of going to wine country.
Okay.
First off, the food is outrageous.
Mhm.
It's beautiful. The vineyards are gorgeous.
Uh-huh.
And then the wine. Why not?
Really?
So to be able to be in a place where I'm learning
Mhm.
and bring it back, but I really truly love how food and wine, it just, once you get a good glass of wine and
You winning.
a wonderful dish,
Yes.
people are not going to leave your home.
Yes. And they stay there forever. You can't get rid of
Right?
them, especially
And-
family.
Yeah, and then the house is nice and
Yeah.
it's clean. You have floral. Nobody's leaving.
Nobody's-
They're asking you what's for breakfast.
That's real. That's real. All right. So, one of the reasons I also wanted to interview Nicole was because I'm going to be doing a couple events here at Eno. Basically doing like plugging my book, of course, but also doing some pairing suggestions and pairing. Also, the steps of actually wine tasting, from smelling to savoring to tasting, all that stuff. I'm gonna go through like kind of like a small clinic. So that's another reason I wanted to hang out with her, because we've been partnering up and trying to figure out ideas to get me in here and get more traction on my book, and also to get more traction on Eno as a brand, and have a little fun, drink some wine, and eat some great food.
And also with Jay, I mean, you already know. If you are following the blog, if you've read the book, he is a wealth of knowledge in the wine industry, and we love everything he brings to the table. And just having him to be able to sit down and have a place where he can talk to you about wine, show you how to pair your food, talk to you about how to properly open a champagne bottle. This guy is going to be your guru. And I think if we can have a great wine conversation Sunday or something like that coming up in the next couple of months with Jay, I think that would be exciting for not only the people who follow him, but those that don't quite know Jay yet.
Yeah,
They'll be ready.
I appreciate that. So, Nicole,
Yes.
with Eno being your place, your home right now, how can people get in touch with you? to get a walkthrough, like for future clients? What does their space hold? Or like, what are some of the things we can do for them? Eno can do for them. If they want to partner up with you.
Well, always visit the website. Number one, we have our sales and events kit right there, so you can take a look at some of our pictures.
I will put the website at the bottom too.
Absolutely. Yeah. You can also email me. I'm sure he'll put that in there as well.
Yes,
for me.
Definitely.
We have a lot of great things coming out for the holidays. It's October, you guys, and so please, please, please feel free to reach out and get your corporate office, holiday event, family gathering. Yes. You might want something after an event.
Okay.
To enjoy some good wine. We'll be here.
What's the capacity hold? Like, how many people can we do an event?
I like to say 150.
Okay, about 150 people. So remember that. Corporate, come on through to Eno. She'll take care of you.
Absolutely. We've done 200. I prefer 150.
I got you. It's a little bit more manageable, right?
I want you to enjoy the space.
Yeah.
It's so much to see. We have exploding barrel art. We have wines on the walls. We have fireplace. It's just so warm and such a good environment. You're excited to be here. You have the streets of San Francisco as your art on the wall. So
it's crazy.
We want you to enjoy it.
Cool. And can you tell them what your Instagram is?
Oh goodness, my Instagram is Mommy Loves AJ and Nick at, I guess it's Instagram.
It's Instagram, yeah. And I'll post all that too. But I just wanted her to give a little shout out for herself.
I'm usually Nicole at Eno SF.
Okay, Nicole at Eno SF. And you already know my stuff. So I want to thank you for being on my show. Cheers to all your future endeavors.
Absolutely.
And guys, again, I have my Fruit and Glass book. Feel free to go to my website, fruitandglass at fruitandglass.com. Go check that out. $15 and pick up one of my books, all right? Until next time, enjoy some wine, guys. Peace.